The NFL cannot continue to keep getting away with what players can say and what players can't say. And it's getting ridiculous. Let's go ahead and get into today's story, shall we? Texas linebacker Alizar has been fined $11,593 for wearing eye black that contained the message "Stop the Genocide" during last week's wild card game. Alizar was fined for violating the uniform and equipment rules by wearing eye black that contained personal messages. See, this is where we get into the land of why are we okay then if that's the case, then when we're talking about this, why do you have, when we had the Black Lives Matter movement, you had that plastered all over the place? When, we have stuff plastered for when it's cancer awareness, we have things that are, advocating for stuff like that. But why can't we sit here and we call out literal war and genocide? This has been a long-going thing with the NFL, where they pick and choose what parties they want to represent and what type of message that they want to push out. If a player personally feels some type of way about a situation, you're on the biggest stage to give out your opinion and to give your support. Players represent not just themselves, but their families, their communities, people that are, that is inspiration. People back from when they went to school, their high schools. They are literally the people that push out the messages and build up the brand of the NFL. And yet you don't give them the right or the respect for them to go ahead and give the message that they want when they're talking about a literal genocide that's going on right now. Israel, Palestine. We could talk about the message that's going on with Venezuela. We could talk about what's going on in our own country, which is literally something that's going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota right now, happening on the home front. Why can't we talk about these subjects or represent certain things of our country? We play this game, as I just said, for everyone, not just ourselves. And you fine a player for this. You see, I'm kind of glad that I didn't make it to the NFL. I'm kind of glad that I didn't really go too far with the journey of going the professional pipeline route with football. Because the politics behind football is what makes everyone go against the game. You can't pick and choose what you want to represent when it is a human social matter. And that is where we, as both fan, as somebody who plays the sport, who has his own league, who does his own things, and runs and has a different moral compass and code, I could never represent the NFL inside of a great light. Because you can't have these backdoor conversations and not put it up to the forefront for the rest of the world, or even just your own organization to just be in the dark of. You can't pick and choose when you want to stand up for something. You can't pick and choose when you want to actually sit here and push out the message or the narrative. He literally put on to stop a genocide. What that tells me about the NFL is that you don't care about people dying. You don't care about the people that play for your league that are from other countries and represent not only other countries, but your brand. That's just my message. I don't think that the fine was definitely something to be given in a situation like this. Something so minuscule. It's not like he had it plastered all over his uniform. It was eye black. But I'm glad that everybody that watched this video and stayed with me, because this is one of my long videos. I'm starting to get back into the long video content, then eventually doing the short again. Please do not mind the bird ceiling, the bird ceiling bird. Please don't. I understand. I have tried changing the batteries. I have tried resetting it. Just won't work. It's just not part of the big, guys. But without that further ado, thank you guys for watching me on YouTube. Thank you guys for supporting me on Instagram. Thank you for supporting me on TikTok. One of my best group is on TikTok. But we are doing everything from Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Thank you guys.